Spider-Man and Doraemon, Web of the Future. In a world where the ordinary and the extraordinary coexisted, a strange and mysterious event was about to unfold. One sunny morning in the bustling city, Spider-Man, with his amazing spider-like abilities, was swinging through the skyscrapers, protecting the city from criminals as usual. Meanwhile, in a small cozy room in a different part of the world, Doraemon, the robotic cat from the 22nd century, was having a peaceful nap in Nobita's drawer. Suddenly, a powerful and unknown energy wave swept across the globe. Spider-Man felt a strange tingling in his spider sense, and he stopped mid-swing. "What's going on?" he wondered. At the same time, Doraemon was jolted awake by the strange vibration. Nobita, who was sitting at his desk, looking at his poor grades on a test paper, also noticed the strange occurrence. "Doraemon, what's happening?" Nobita cried out in fear. Doraemon quickly took out his radar gadget from his four-dimensional pocket. After a quick scan, he said in a serious tone, "Nobita, it seems that there is a huge energy disturbance coming from a faraway place. It might be a threat to the whole world." Spider-Man, using his web-slinging skills, followed the strange energy signal. He soon found himself in a desolate and ancient-looking place that seemed to be from a different era. There, he saw a huge, dark portal opening in the middle of a field. Out of the portal, strange creatures with glowing eyes and sharp claws emerged. They were unlike anything Spider-Man had ever seen before. Just then, Doraemon and Nobita used the Anywhere door to reach the same place. When they stepped out of the door, they were shocked to see Spider-Man fighting these strange creatures. Doraemon quickly took out some weapons from his pocket, like the super power gloves, and threw one pair to Spider-Man. "Here, use this to fight those guys," Doraemon shouted. Spider-Man caught the gloves and put them on. With the extra power, he was able to fight the creatures more effectively, but there were just too many of them. As they fought, they noticed that the creatures were somehow connected to the dark portal. It seemed that the portal was a gateway to another dimension, and more creatures were pouring out of it. "Spider-Man, we need to find a way to close that portal," Doraemon said. Spider-Man nodded and used his web to try to cover the portal, but the web was quickly burned away by the strange energy. Just as they were at a loss, a mysterious figure appeared. It was an old wizard who had been studying the ancient magic for centuries. "You two heroes," the wizard said in a deep voice. "To close this portal, you need to find 3 magical artifacts. One is the Crystal of Light, which can purify the dark energy. The second is the Amulet of Time, which can slow down the flow of energy from the portal. And the third is the Sword of Courage, which can cut through the energy barrier of the portal." The wizard then pointed to 3 different directions. The Crystal of Light is in a frozen cave on the top of the highest mountain. The Amulet of Time is in an underwater city that has been lost for thousands of years. And the Sword of Courage is in a haunted forest filled with all kinds of strange creatures. Spider-Man and Doraemon looked at each other and nodded. They knew they had a tough mission ahead. Spider-Man took off, swinging his way towards the mountain. Doraemon took out the aquatic suit from his pocket and gave one to Nobita. Then they dived into the ocean to find the underwater city. Spider-Man reached the mountain after a long and difficult journey. The frozen cave was filled with ice spikes and strong winds, but he used his spider sense to avoid the traps and finally found the Crystal of Light. It was a beautiful, glowing crystal that emitted a warm and pure light. Meanwhile, Doraemon, Nobita, and their friends in the underwater city, like Shizuka and Gion, searched every corner of the city. After many trials and errors, they found the Amulet of Time hidden in a secret chamber. The amulet was a small golden pendant with strange symbols on it. In the haunted forest, Spider-Man joined Doraemon and the others. The forest was filled with ghosts, goblins, and other spooky creatures, but with their combined powers, they fought their way through. Finally, they found the Sword of Courage in a clearing. The sword was huge and had a sharp blade that seemed to be made of pure energy. With all 3 artifacts in their hands, they rushed back to the portal. Spider-Man used the Sword of Courage to cut through the energy barrier. Doraemon used the Amulet of Time to slow down the flow of energy, and they placed the Crystal of Light in the center of the portal. Suddenly, a bright light flashed, and the portal started to close. The strange creatures were sucked back into the portal, and the energy disturbance gradually disappeared. The world was saved. Spider-Man, Doraemon, and their friends were hailed as heroes. This adventure taught us that no matter how difficult the challenges are, when we work together, using our unique skills and strengths, we can overcome any obstacle. Friendship, courage, and cooperation are the keys to solving the most difficult problems. And in the face of danger, we should never give up, but face it bravely and find a way to win.